who kind of gave me a couple of ideas of how to uh, get my internet to work a little bit better with these cameras. I don't seem to have any issues with getting a notification that says slow internet detected as of right now. As of right now. So I'm really glad that that's finally worked out. I think it's worked out. Let's see here. I want to make sure I get everything all squared away. And my friends are watching us from the Facebook page. Let's see. Let's see here. What's on your mind, Charlie? What is on Charlie's mind? Let's see. Let me go home and see if I could find myself live on Facebook. Let's see, Charlie. Charlie. Yep. Says right here that Charlie is live. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this down because we don't really want. I don't want any double feedback on the sound. Those little tablets are kind of a pain. You have to be patient with it. Let's see, there it is. There's that. Okay, and comments will pop up. We are doing, we're going to be doing a little bit of the auto director. And I am using 5 cameras, which is a big deal because we had a lot of issues with the internet, and it was lagging and it was pixelating. And I mean, I'm probably pushing it right now with the 5 cameras, but it looks like it's doing pretty good. Let's see. Okay. Okay, looks like we are live once again. I believe we're live once again. Are we? Okay, looks like we are. Yes, 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 we are. Yes, we are. And let me go to the stream here. Let's go live. What do we see live? Running the trains again. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry. Do we have audio now? Guys and gals, I should say. All right. Yeah, we were blank for a little bit. I had to redo everything. A little glitch in the camera system, but I think we got it. Let me know. We're back on. Yes, sir. My brother Bravo. Ray is also in the house. Hopefully JD Farms will show up. AWR 1050, of course. Big hit. And yes, sir. Now it's all good. Well, thanks, guys. Yes, they had just updated this software this week. So there may be a little glitch. But I'll take a glitch because they might have also improved the video streaming, because I guess what happens is this iPad goes to the router, and then these cameras, they transmit to the iPad and then back and forth, and then that iPad works down to the router. It's just a lot of going up and down, downstream, upstream, the whole 9 yards. But hey, look, we got it going on. I think we're someone wants to see if Henry Nelson. Thank you, Henry, for showing up. And I got Train Fan 7809. He wants me to run something, but I got. Could you run the INC2 something? You know what? As soon as somebody types something else, I'll be able to see what the thing that you're wanting me to run, because I've got like a little symbol right in front of the very bottom of where you guys text, so I can't quite see it. So if anybody types some goobly goobler just to get that up there, oh, the IHC. Okay. The IHC. Yeah, run the 260 IHC. Oh man, we would have to pull that from. Let's see. Well, let me take a look. Let me take a look right now. Let's see. The IHC. You guys can see me here. You know what? I have that boxed up somewhere. It is not in the. It's up there, guys. Way up there. And then I have to come down, and I'm not set up for it. But I'll tell you what. That being a request, how about I do that maybe tomorrow night, if you don't mind. If you don't mind, I will run that 260 IHC from the Woody Claxton collection, as a matter of fact. Woody Claxton had given me that IHC 260, and so we'll run that tomorrow, because I'd have to take all these things down and move all this stuff out of the way. I wasn't quite prepared for it, but I'll definitely do that after this stream here. We'll get that gun. Let's see here. Let's see. Somebody wants to, after a few laps, mind running me the Blue Bonnet Santa Fe GP30. The Blue Bonnet GP30 Santa Fe. Well, let's see. Let's see if we got that one here. I got GP20s. I got a GP20 Blue Bonnet. I think I got it down here. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see here. Man. Oh boy. All right, guys, look. Let me tell you what. Let me show you what I have right here on hand that is ready to run, that is ready to rock and roll on that track. Let's see. F7A. Okay. And Blue Bonnet. Blue Bonnet. I know I got a Blue Bonnet. No, this isn't a Blue Bonnet, though. Blue Bonnet. Santa Fe Blue Bonnet. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Hang on. Hang on, guys. Hold on, guys. Let's see here. Big Pine. Blue Bonnet. Blue Bonnet. Man. We're getting requests of stuff that I got in an out of reach area. Let's see here. Blue Bonnet. Blue Bonnet. Now, yeah, I got it. I got one, but here's what we got. We got this Union Pacific Mantua 487. We've got, let's see, this Conrail GP20. Got that one, ready to rock. We have this Redding. I want to say this is like an F7. Yeah, it's an F7. Got an Redding F7. The old Santa Fe F7. Red Bonnet. Another Santa Fe GP20. And a Rio Grande GP20. Yes, sir. Let's see here. Okay. Yes, the GP20s are definitely my favorite locomotive of all time. And basically, it's primarily because of this one here. Let me pull her out. Let me pull her out. It's because of this one, folks. The old Chattanooga GP20. This is what my parents got me for Christmas back in 78, possibly 79. And it was over. I fell in love with model railroading with this locomotive right here. I'll tell you what, I ran this guy till the pot metal gear literally got loose. And then all of a sudden, my poor little GP20 just sat there and spun. And you guys know that story. I think I repaired it because I didn't even have crazy glue back then. It wasn't accessible to kids. I think I used white glue, believe it or not, and it kind of sort of held in place for a couple runs, and then I'd have to do it over again. But I think I ended up just buying another one when I was a little bit older. And then I also bought the Silver Streak. Those two were my first locomotives. There were so many locomotives at Toys R Us, tons of them, tons and tons and tons. And as we're talking about that, let's run a something else here. That happens to be what we see here on the track right now is a GP9 Walthers and a Cox Canadian National caboose with it. And I do have the Cox. Here's the Cox. It's also a GP9. Got to replace the horns on it. And let me bring my pad over here so I can see. If I can bring my pad over here, I can see you guys, and we can talk, and we can be here on the layout. But anyways, so this Canadian National is a Walthers with the Cox caboose. So if we were to put this Canadian National from Walthers aside and run this Cox, and I'm going to tell you right now, I think I've collected all of the GP9s that Cox made. And oh no, so this is why I didn't run it with the Cox caboose. It has the Katy couplers on there. But we could do this. Let's do this. Fear not. We have a solution. We've got a Santa Fe right here with a Katy coupler in the front and a hook and horn in the back. And we can do this. Hook that guy right up. And, whew, I'm going to tell you right now, man, tonight's going to be a big hit. Let's run that. Let's see. Woo, look at that. You know, I haven't cleaned it. I haven't cleaned it yet. It's running a little rough. It's probably pulling, almost pulling an amp. So I'm not going to run it too long. This Walthers was pulling maybe less than a quarter amp. But this Canadian National, because it hasn't been cleaned yet, and I'm thinking about changing out that Katy coupler. Well, I could just always use that Santa Fe shock control box and then run it that way. So I'll probably leave the couplers as is. I'll try to get some horns on there and get that going. Here's another shot of the N scale, guys. Tonight I am running the N scale. I've been running that N scale for at least 30 minutes or so, possibly even longer. And the beauty is nothing is derailed, so I think I figured out the right combo. I got the right combo over there for those two locomotives and that consist that it's pulling. So let's see here. We got some more. Let's see. I started with Bachmann starter set, one of Santa Fe's F7s, and a loop of nickel silver easy track. Thanks, Henry, for checking out the N scale. I know it looks fantastic. Train fans, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping real quick. And let's see here. Who else wrote something here? Train fan 789 before he left said that he had started with an Athearn Blue Box GP40. I like those too. I like the GP40s, the GP35s, the SD40 -2s. And okay, looks like AWR wants me to run the Kodachrome. Okay, let's do the Kodachrome here. Why not? Let's pull the Kodachrome out. Let's run the Kodachrome because I really don't want to run this Canadian National too much. It is pulling. Now it's running a little bit better, but you don't want to run something that's not running at its peak, at its best, and then you know, burn the motor out when you don't need that. And again, guys, here's my trick for opening these boxes here. I get this flat blade, I slip it underneath here, and then I gently kind of pry it out on this side or that side, whatever side it wants to come out first. And now you have the flap. And now you're not destroying the flap by, see right here, I'm gonna show you. Let me show you over here on this side. Let's see. I'll show you on this camera right here. Right here, guys, somebody keeps pulling this box tab up, or they did, and it kind of ruins the box. So by sticking something beneath the flap, you don't have these issues. And so let's see here. Boy, this Kodachrome runs like a charm, and I'm talking like a charm. We definitely have a nice running locomotive here. I think I've only run it maybe 2 times, and one was for just to take some videos and make some shorts, and now that but look at this thing. I mean, you could run this thing. It's so quiet. You could run it like that all day long. Mantua, when they did their dual motors and they kind of stepped up their quality, they did a really nice job. I mean, you could look at that thing going over this crossing, which is made out of just steel. It's not even nickel silver. Not even an issue. And you can run this thing all day long like that. I love it. Yes, sir. I think these are capable of getting a DCC board on there. But there you have it. The Santa Fe Kodachrome GP20. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm a GP20 guy. You know, I just this guy here is just, I have 4. I think I have 4 or 5 of these. That's how much I love this locomotive, and all of them are in just pristine. This is a little dusty, but because it's sitting on the shelf there. But it's just an amazing locomotive. Too bad. I wish they would have put this kind of motor system into these GP20s. We had to deal with the power torque. It is what it is. But at the time, you know, it was just the cost-effective thing, and that's what the company went with. Later on, of course, you know, they went with these dual motor drive locomotives, and man, they are just an amazing piece. I'm really glad how this whole board came out now. I had to buy a piece of plywood just to keep the foam from bending and warping. Just a 1/4 inch plywood, measured the size, and man, that's just been a big hit. Let's see here if we can see if I could just move this over to this here, and that's not going to affect anything if I do that. Let's see. It says there is somebody there. Charlie is live, but for whatever reason, I don't see any comments. I'll hit this top comments, and that's about it. So maybe the only person that's watching is my wife. I don't know. But if it is, hey, I love her. All right. Okay. Again, these Mantua 8-wheel drive deals are they're amazing here. Let's see. I wish what I've got to do is get another, and I do have one. Hang on. Hold on, young man. Because I have to keep looking back. When I'm over here, I got to keep looking back over there to see if you guys are doing anything. But, I mean, now that it looks like we got all the bugs taken out, the audio sounds pretty good. I'm assuming that the audio sounds pretty good. Let's see here. Let's turn this phone on, and I'll get the YouTube page up on this, and I could see you guys talking to me on that, and I don't have to keep turning on to the bigger, the Galaxy, the, uh, the the tablet, because. But really, really happy with the 5 camera system. Showing you guys a different angle here. That's a different angle there of seeing the Kodachrome coming through. This Samsung is booting up right now. Of course, it takes forever because their processors aren't all that great, I think. But here again is the top view of the N scale that we have over here to my left, and a front view of the N scale. And I think we could probably use another camera maybe later on. But I'm really happy with how this whole thing has been working out, because no lag, and you should be getting, for the most part, a pretty clean 1080 resolution stream. So let's see here. Let's see how we're doing. Let's see. Me and Stella Bennett. Stella was, I guess Stella was, somehow I gave myself a sad face or a mad face or something, but Stella gave me a happy face. Anyways, thank you, Stella, for joining. We miss you. I haven't gone to the airfield in so long. I know I got to work on my airplane channel too, now that I got things kind of going once again. So let's see here. Let's go to, let's see here. Let's go and go to that. Okay. And do I have, I should have YouTube here. Yeah, I got YouTube here. Okay. All right, we're starting that up. And here's Charlie. I'm looking at myself right now. Okay, beautiful. All right. Okay, thanks, Ray. Thank you again. Now that I could see what's going on, I'll put this little phone right here. And, okay. Let me read a couple of these comments here. Henry Nelson gives us a heads up, or a thumbs up. Train Fan 7809 left us because he's probably got things to do, and I don't blame him. AWR, once again, earlier comment, he said he started with a Bachmann starter set with one Santa Fe F7 and a loop of nickel silver Easy Track. Henry says the end looks good. Thank you, Henry, once again. AWR has a suggestion. Okay, all right. I'm good for suggestions here. Let's see. If you had a person assisting you during the stream by reading the chat, that would help you run the locals while also conversing with chat. You know what? I want to get Papa to come down and help me with that, because we got to keep Papa busy. And Papa's a big hit. And I believe we might have him tomorrow. I want to get him down here tomorrow and just have him run something, and we could chat it up, and he can have a blast. Because look, I can give him a controller right here. He's ready to go. Yes, sir. And yes, an assistant would definitely be awesome. And we're working on it. I'm just so glad right now that we were able to get our Wi-Fi kind of set up decent, and the sound came back on. I just did notice a slow Wi-Fi detection on there, but it doesn't seem like we are being affected too much by it. So I'm okay with that because I don't see pixelation. Let's take a look. Here is a top view of the bench here. We've got the bench, and we've got this other view of the Tycho scene layout. I'm gonna start putting some buildings here in the middle because I've got them. I've got them, but I just have to. I gotta put them together. I gotta glue them together, put them together, and then we can start, getting a little bit more of a scenery here, and then have a designated box of buildings just for this layout, so that we could quickly um, set it up and quickly put it away. Because that's the key here around here is like I gotta put stuff away in no time flat, and that's why I'm dealing with these kinds of layouts versus a permanent layout because I just don't have the room for something like that. But um, I'm liking it. I'm really liking this here. It's looking real good. I'm glad that we're not seeing that slow Wi-Fi internet. Of course, I'm running like 30 some plus devices in the whole house, so that could be an issue. Um, let's see here. Who else? Okay, so yeah, Ray was saying that the picture looks and the sound looks are good to go. My brother Joe Bravo says everything is beautiful. I appreciate you guys coming online with me, and and let's see if we could run something else with this. Let's run the Conrail. Let's do the Conrail. Let's see here. Let's switch over to me here. Um, I want to start running some of the steam engines that I got from Woody Claxton. Uh, that were just beautiful. Some of them he just ran a couple times and then that was it. He put them back in the box, and so they're ready to go. Now, let's see here. Let's get this Conrail here on the track. Let's do it. Let's get her done. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna run this one fast a couple times. Nice. I like it. Really like this. Okay. I can hear that caboose needs to be a little oil. Little oil. A little bit. Well, let's bring it back a little bit. It went too far. Well, that thing runs nicely. Forwards and backwards. Let's do this. Let's put these bad boys together. And they're the same box type and manufacturer. Both of these are Mantuas. They should run nicely together. I think I have run these together in the past, so we should not have any issues. Let's see. Let's go forward a little bit here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a big hit. Let's see. Let's throw a couple box cars. Couple box cars just to say that let's just say that we did some box cars with it. Let me throw this billboard car and what's this other one here? Yeah. Let's see here, man. Some of these box cars they need some serious maintenance. Like couplers, and the couplers are broke. But have you guys noticed how ridiculous the prices for these billboard cars, some of them have gone? It's like, why? Why are some of these box cars, so expensive? What happened? Whose idea was it? Because it wasn't mine, I can tell you that much. Let's see here. All right, we're going to run this one here. We are going to run this here. And run this one here. Okay, looks like we're ready. Yeah, here we go. How's that? Woo! Woo wee! That's a good one. Okay. Okay, so did we I noticed my brother Bravo, he says that we had a drop in the on the feed. Yeah, some of these are rare because you know this company doesn't exist anymore. But you know, like this Mason dots, you know, that you can get that all day long, and that Jello box, you can get that all day long. But in the Hopper version of some of these things, woo, they are just going nuts with stuff costing over $100. And I'm like, what? These were I remember buying these things for $1.49 at Toys R Us. $1.49. That's what they would cost. Look at this view of this thing here. Look at that. Nice frontal view there. Um yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got my traffic light in the back over there. I gotta hang that. Green light, yellow light, which nobody respects on the roads. And then finally, red light. And then people are like, well, I got about 3 seconds in that red to go through the intersection. Well, technically, yes. But then you got that one guy going 60 miles an hour approaching a green light as you're going through the red light that you thought you had 3 seconds to go through. Guess what? You're done. Oh, yeah. Seen it. I've seen it. Anyways, look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at these guys. Absolutely gorgeous. You got to love those color schemes. You've got to love those color schemes. Man, I like it. Anyways, yep. And thanks for playing when you go through that intersection, thinking you got 3 seconds in a solid red to go through. Nope. No, sir. So again, guys, what's the what does the video quality look like? I know the sound should be good, but I'm just concerned a little bit about the stream itself. Are we coming in a little bit of a lag? I'm not getting a message saying that slow internet has been detected, which helps a lot. But I'm just kind of seeing if it looks okay. Let's see what's going on in Tulsa. Let's see here. Here in Tulsa, they're all about beating, but running them red. Oh yeah, yeah. Down here on the West Coast, same deal. Like red light. What is that? Well, you're gonna find out when you get T-boned. Yep. Wow. Okay. Chaotic Trains. Thanks for showing up. All right. Okay. Excellent. AWR says he is running on his phone and using data, not connected to a Wi-Fi source, and it's looking pretty good. So I'm really glad that there was this Logitech Mevo update for this multi-camera software. It looks like we got an update for the phones also. I only have one updated. I don't have the rest of them. I'll do that update later on today. Chaotic Trains, you're a big hit. Thanks for showing up, man. Love it. Yes, sir. My brother Joe Bravo is loving this too. Yep. So let's see. Let me show you guys a little bit of what's going on over here on the N scale track. Let me see if I can sneak in here. Am I over here or am I over here? I don't know which one I'm at. Anyways, this is looking good, man. I am really happy with this whole thing here. These guys are looking fantastic. I've been running this for at least 45 minutes. At least 45 minutes. Here, let me get my chair. Come over here and talk a little bit. I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna slow down the. I've been running these guys for well over 45 minutes, and I haven't had a derailment. So that just tells me that the combination of how I set up the box cars with the gondola, with the tankers, and then box cars at the end for this um, red bonnet Burlington Northern Santa Fe train, it's on the money. And here's a orange, the Speed. I think it's called the Speed, Burlington Northern Santa Fe. That thing's just been running on that outer track for a long time, and it's just great. It's pulling more than the other one. I think it's pulling more than Mr. 722. But as you can see, I mean, wow, that's looking great. I really, really, really want to start um, landscaping this thing. You know, I want to get those concrete barriers. I want my brother Joe Bravo to make me a fencing for this edge over here. I'll get the concrete barriers with styrene sheets and glue those in there, paint them gray. I want to get a couple of, I think I want to use some black sand grit paper for streets, and then just cut them as needed. As for asphalt, here comes the train down the bridges. I love these two bridges. I love the back bridge. I might redo the background again with maybe just kind of, now that I've kind of learned how to do a little bit of backgrounds, I could do that. I have buildings. I have more buildings to build. I just have not built them. I got them. I want to put some tanks here in the yard, a couple tanks, and get those going. I know Joe's going to help me make those. Let's see here. Let me get my phone here and see what we got. See what we got for comments. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm like Mr. Rogers now, right? It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful. Mr. Rogers. Maybe get a Mr. Rogers t-shirt. Put that on. Mr. Rogers is in the house. But super happy, super satisfied with this with this little N scale layout. I had comments before, and it's like, oh man, you got way too much track in there, and there's just too much going on, and you should have just made it more simple. But I'm like, no, I want it to just run and run and run and run. And I wanted it to run on the inside. I wanted it to run on the outside. I did it DCC so I could run another, train behind number 722, and just adjust the speed according to keep them separate from each other. And I mean, seriously, I could run 5 trains in here if I wanted to, and it wouldn't be an issue. The only thing is that I would have to monitor the whole thing. I mean, I could walk away from this here because they're running on separate tracks. But if I had 5 running and then 2 were on one line and then 3 on the other, I would definitely have to be on top of it, because at some point, because of the size of the consists of each, they would definitely they would be catching up or something to each other. But this has been doing pretty darn good. I'm really, really, really happy with that. Let me show you guys a top view. Here's a top view of this thing as it's going up over that bridge right now. And Yeah, Joe, I'm gonna send you pictures of the fence that I would like uh, to see on the on just on some of the edges that I need, um, and then that'd be pretty cool if you could do those for me, and I just weather them and then glue them on. So much to do, so much to do, but yeah, yeah. You guys are actually looking at uh, this top view of the layout with a iPhone 8, and that's the minimum camera requirement this software requires. And just looking for some input on what you think of the iPhone 8, because I got from an iPhone 8 all the way up to an iPhone 14, and that um, is there a big difference when we switch cameras around? Because I mean, when we go, I think this one here, this camera here that you'll be watching here pretty soon is iPhone 13, um, the one we're looking at right now, and yeah, JMRI, Chaotic Trains is talking about it, and I got to tell you about JMRI. I tried it, and whew, I bought the stuff for it. I have the stuff. I know I have the stuff for it. I just need to network with somebody. I know that we have a local N scale club here in this county. Maybe I could join the club, and they can teach me more about JMRI, because the sets that the just talking to each one of the decoders, I do have different brands, and I guess it'd be more ideal to have um, the same brand, but I couldn't get all of the cool sounds with some of the brands, so I went with this other company that some people say, "Oh no, those are junk." But look, I haven't had any issues with them at all. Um, and as a matter of fact, here, let me show you guys. Here, let me show you guys. Look, there's the bell. There's the horn. Can you hear the horn? There's the bell. And then you have like brakes, brake release, and then sanding. And there's all kinds of stuff. Like you can hear the couplers open and close, the brake release. Pretty cool stuff. And when you go faster, you can obviously hear the engine, the RPMs of the engine go up. And yeah, I'm loving it. I mean, I really like it. I'm really liking this. I got to tell you, this is probably one of my better streams this time around, because, like I said, I'm not getting those ugly detecting slow internet. But here, look, you can hear it. You can hear it. The RPMs go down when you run it slower. I mean, this little sound decoder is pretty cool. I love it. I do love it. So, um, again, over here, guys, look, I've been running these guys over here, and you can see that there. I've been running these guys for a little while too, and they're running beautiful. These Mantuas. You could run them like that literally all day long. All day long you could run them like that. Man, I'm just kind of impressed with, it's older stuff, and there is $300 to $500 locomotives out there, but I don't need that. That's all I need right here. Anyways, um, yeah, yes, sir. So it's 7:40. Let me see how much time I've been on, because I don't. I gotta have dinner with the family, and we are at 54 minutes. We're at 54 minutes. Chaotic trains. Okay, so yeah, um, chaotic trains was talking about JMRI. I love the concept of the JMRI. I mean, I'm all into. I'm in, but um, it does require. It's a learning curve. It is definitely a learning curve on how to get that JMRI system up and running, where you can program your signals. I mean, you could program your switches, and you could put signals up, and you could turn the lights on, and you can turn the lights off, and you can do all these amazing things with JMRI. But you got to have a program, and you got to have someone who has already done it, is very familiar with it, so that when you learn it, um, it'll work like a charm. Um, my big thing is I really want to be able to speed match my trains to where I could have a consist of three dash dash nines running and stuff like that. Those look pretty cool when you can run one forward and one backward and one forward again. Um, I would love to do that. I know there's ways of speed matching it with what I have here, or come as close as possible. I'm just afraid if I don't speed match them properly, I'm gonna get that one's gonna pull more and the other one's gonna fight more, and then it's unnecessary wear if they're not matched properly. So to me, that's a big deal, because I don't want to be buying these things, every other year or so. Um, so that's why it's important that I, at some point, join an N scale club so that we can get the speed matching all set up for it. Because they do look awesome when you run a couple of them together, and they're actually working locomotives, pulling those long consists. So, um, yes, sir. Oh, Marty Coons is also on. I wonder if he's on. Uh, let's see. Is he on? He must be on Facebook. I'm thinking he's on Facebook, right? Are you? Ask him if he's on Facebook. Because let's see here. A live chat. I don't. Oh, Kendi is watching also. Kendi, thank Travis for the internet thing. It actually worked. Um, I'm not getting that lag, and I'm not getting. I had maybe one message that I saw throughout the whole hour that I've been on. So it worked, and I'm glad it did. And it looks like we've got a pretty good resolution stream going, and the audio is working pretty good. So really happy about that. Let me put that here so I can see that. And I'm going to be shutting it down here in a few minutes, folks. Let's go over a couple of things. Please, 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 please. Don't forget to like. And so, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe for me. Let your friends know about the channel. We are almost at 2,500 viewers. I think the last time I checked, I was only like 4 viewers short of 2,500. So I don't know who that person is going to be. And if if I go through my statistics and find out who it is, I want to send a little something to you for being a 2500 subscriber. But if you get a chance, folks, don't forget, I do have playlists. And in those playlists, you can just play them in the background while you're doing your work or, seeing something else. And that gives me some more viewing times because, we gotta make it over $12, right? I think I'm up to $12 now. So it just like anything else, they don't make it easy. You got to have a lot of views before you can do anything. But I'm just waiting for that one viral short video that I'm going to have. And I think that's what, once you get that one short viral video, it just pushes all of the other videos that I have because people will say, oh, wow, we had this crazy video. What other videos does he have? So people are curious about the other material that I have. So it's very difficult to get to that point, especially when you got a family-friendly channel going on. I mean, there's all kinds of other channels that make a lot of money real quick, but you know how those channels are. Anyways, thank you for hanging in here with me. And yes, the downside for battery power is that you're kind of limited unless I plug power to each one of these cameras. Thank you, AWR, for mentioning that. And so, again, I want to thank everybody and saying hi to all my friends. You're all my friends and family here. Once again, I'm going to try to get Papa to be on live with me tomorrow, okay? So hopefully that'll work out. And now that we've got our audio and video situation looking great, this is awesome. I mean, looking at the top again, let's see here. Looks like my top camera, which was the iPhone 8, wasn't charged all the way. It has gone offline because the battery died on it, but that's no big deal. And then we have this camera here. That's still running. We have, let's see, 75% on that, 73 on everything else. Everything else was looking pretty good except for my iPhone 8 camera, which is the one, let's see here. That's the one I have right up here. That one there kind of died out, but no problem. No problem. We'll charge it better next time. Yep, that's it. And that's all. Okay. All right. Well, thanks again, guys. AWR, thank you again for your tips, suggestions. Brother Joe Bravo, Ray, Chaotic Trains, JD Farms shows up late. Better late than never, Jimmy. You can watch the beginning of it when it does the recording repeat for you. But tonight was a great night, and thank you for hanging in there. This is looking great, looking really good. Let's see who else. Don't want to miss anybody who showed up and commented tonight. Henry Nelson, again, thank you, Henry, for being with us tonight. Train Fan 7809. I'm going to try to get some 260 locomotives ready for tomorrow. And I think that kind of wraps up everybody who chatted with me. So have a good night. Take care. Be safe. And I'll see you on the next live video. Have a good night.